Alright, good evening. Tonight we are working on front-end testing with Vitest. Let's get into it. So I am testing, well, at the moment at least, I am testing this component. And well, actually, I was going to describe what it was, but it's just a wrapper for setting titles and managing authentication state with Redux. And the testing with Redux is the fun part. It's not hard to do, it's just more work to do, which is never fun. Or maybe it is, who knows. Anyways, this is the basic test I've written, and what this should do is, because this is a public root, uh, this should simply render the content that is inside the page. So yeah, all we need to do here is we just need to check with expect screen dot get by role, sorry, uh, paragraph dot, and we want to expect it to have text content. Hello world. Save that pass. Go over to by test unable to find an accessible role paragraph. We need to await this thing to disappear. However we do that. And we also need to provide a temporary route with MSW. Or not temporary route. I forget the exact name for it. We'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to go over to, let me look at setup because I forget exactly how to do this. Or actually, let me look at blog post.test. I think I have an example in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll ignore the fact that this isn't working at the moment. We'll just assume that it's going to. Oh yeah, we just need to use server from setup, and we need to do server.use. What is the? Yeah, it's just this. So HTTP dot. I think is it post or is it get? Let me look. It is a get. Okay, so it's just get. API accounts is authenticated. Okay. We also need to define HTTP from MSW. Beautiful. And this should return HTTP response dot JSON of, first we need to return this. Second out HTTP response from MSW. This should return a response, and we're actually just going to go over to here and copy this because this is literally the exact response that we want, other than false being incorrectly formatted because yes. Okay, so now that's took me loading because we still haven't expected this to, sorry, we still haven't awaited the spinner going away, so we need to await that first. So we need to wait, and before we do that, we need to go over here, and we need to add an async, make this function asynchronous, and then we need to wait for element to be removed. So callback should be screen.get by its test ID, and let's see what we have for a test ID. I think there's almost always a test ID with these, or with MUI components, I mean. Oh, actually, we can just get progress bar. I was gonna say, like, sometimes there is, but I don't see one, but we can just do get by role, because this is technically a form of progress bar. Okay, let's try that now. That seems to pass as far as I know. Wonderful. Let's check coverage on just this. So this is going to do quite a lot, but now we want to try passing going into a route that is private. So all we want to do here is make a new test. We'll say it returns children when private with auth authenticated client. And I'll say async. So we're going to do quite a lot of the same here, actually, but we are going to change this so that it is authenticated. It's true. And then we'll render everything, and we'll wait for the progress element, or sorry, the progress bar to be removed. And this is actually going to be like the exact same thing, other than the fact that this will be private. Let's try that. Will it fail on the first run? It will not. Beautiful. As you can see, we've already updated, or sorry, this has already updated. So this all looks great. And let's see. Just since we're here, I want to go ahead and test. I'm gonna test. Actually, let's just, before I say that to you guys, let me just write it down here. I want to test that it redirects to login when when private with unauthenticated client. Should be async, and we're gonna copy a lot from here as we just did. 20 down, paste into here, except this is gonna be false. Then we're gonna wait for that to be removed. And, well, actually, hold on. What we're gonna do is, instead of doing wait for our element to be removed, we're gonna do wait for screen.getByRole form, because login will have a form. But before we do that, we're gonna have to go back a little bit. Actually, first I'm gonna change this. GetByRole. We should expect the form to be visible. Okay, but this isn't going to actually work yet because we aren't redirecting to login correctly. So we need to correctly redirect. We need to correctly redirect to login, and to do that, we just need a router, which I'm going to just scroll through here until I find. Oh, here we go. This is actually. Oh, hold on. Because I could. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. Because I could actually like do a whole memory router, but there's not really much of a reason to do so. So yeah. So initial entries equal to logout, or actually not logout, login, but anyways, should be just router, I believe. Yeah, router. And the initial entry should be, well, let's see, we'll just do prot actually for protected. We'll bring in a little bit of video gaming nomenclature because why not? Delete over here, paste into here, let it format. It's going to fail the test. It's going to be very mad about it, but we're going to let it complain. It's not a big deal. Then we're going to import a route. We're going to make a route, and in said route, we're going to go down here, go up here and paste this in, and path is going to be prot. Just going to make it prot for protected, or prot equals protected. And then we'll have another route down here. And this will be a path. This will just be login, and it will simply contain the login container, like so. Now, that should pass, as far as I know. And, oh, no, we have an issue. All right, well, that's part of it. Let's jump over here, see what the issue is. Let's see. Oh, I feel like I've had this before. I just forget what it is. Oh, path name. Oh, I think it this one path name instead of. Or did I not? Did I just never name the path? That's very possible, to be frank. No, I did name the path. Oh, it doesn't want to be wrapped like that. It wants to be, hold on. It doesn't want to be wrapped. It wants to instead be just placed in here like so. Log out. Oh wait, no, sorry. Log in. And then up here, we also want the element to just be, hold on. Paste this down. Ooh, don't do that. You want this in here. Okay, let's try that. Okay, before we do that, okay, so we're still getting an issue with path name, but let's compare it to this. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the issue is here, because syntactically everything looks correct. We have a path, and yeah, everything looks to be correct, but I have to imagine them just doing something like subtly wrong, which, it happens. Let me see if the almighty Google has anything useful for me. Sometimes there's just something very, not too though. Let me make sure there's no, traceback. That could be interesting, but I don't really think that there is, so yeah, because it's all just node modules, which is not bad, I guess, but not too interesting. It does point to an error, being to a syntactic error and not an issue directly with my logic, which is, I don't know if that's good or not, Yeah, we'll see. But let's see. So we render. Is it mad that there's a wrapper here? And does it want there to be a wrapper elsewhere? If there is, I will. If this passes but fails with a different error, then I'll know that there was some other issue. But yeah, until then, yeah, okay. So it's not mad about that, which makes sense. Okay, so it's not mad about the provider. So yeah, what else could it be then? So we have a router, and then we have, well, this is that would be more appropriate to format it like that. But even then, I don't think the formatting should be an issue. I think it should still be fine. Yeah. I don't think I can't say no. What's going on here? Can I try doing like path? Does it want path? I don't think it does, mainly just because we have this over here. Although, hold on. I just realized where I'm going wrong. Yeah, I imported router as memory router in the file to the left. So, yeah, that would do it. So, we want to, let's see, so we just want to import memory router as router, comma. Okay, let's try that now. There we go. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay, let's look at coverage. So, coverage of shouldn't be containers, it should be routes. Page.jsx is almost completely good, and we will get these a little bit later when we're actually testing things that involve these features, but until then, there's not really much point or sense in going through and like testing every single thing. So yeah, for now, not a big deal. The only other thing I want to see is, okay, yeah, so we're not getting a lot of those tested, which is fine. I'm not really too worried about that. Those will be tested when we test the other things I just mentioned in page.jsx. And let's see, containers, login. We could test that at some point, but it's fine for now. For now, let's run everything and let's see what our coverage looks like. If our coverage looks sufficient, I'll end the video here. If it doesn't, I'll keep working a little bit more. All right. see coverage. 80%. Now this does look absolutely atrocious, but uh, one should keep in mind that I am practically uh, not testing at all, like a lot, like this entire um, component simply because testing this has been such a pain and I haven't gotten around to actually fixing my test with it. So ignoring that 80% coverage is decent at worst. And there are a few things in here that could use tested, like the reaction management and the delete post and a few other things with comments. But again, that's really all involving blog post.jsx. Just this container that's being really painful to test. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I'm going to keep working on this on my own so I don't have to be talking into a microphone while I am working on it. So if you have watched all the way to the end, I do appreciate you. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.